Episode 5, it's the first time that we get to see the Jackal and Bianca in close pursuit of each other.
All right, remember, we need him alive, yeah?
Really within inches of each other, and it's when it all ramps up.
This is his, isn't it, Norman? Huh? The Jackal's here, isn't he?
And I had conversations with Chris Ross early on about his plans. There was something that I thought I'd never experienced before, which is there's these very typical spy, sniper designed shots that are reserved for males. Women don't often get the chance to exist within those kinds of frames. There's a power shot that's used quite a lot that Chris did throughout the show, which is the camera being quite low down on the protagonist. That kind of makes you feel like this person's about to do something, something's about to pop off, or that they are the authoritarian and you should listen to everything they say. Bianca got given that chance, and that was a massive deal for me. We got to celebrate a different type of capturing of a woman on screen.
And it's gonna put you both in jail for the rest of your fucking lives.
Shooter, flanking left.
It's also a time which somehow the Jackal ends up showing his horse riding capabilities.
He's going mobile on a fucking horse.
Which was hilarious because I spent many years learning to ride horses after having lied once about my capabilities, and I can actually ride a horse, and I was quite excited to get to ride a horse on this, and then that horse turned up and it was actually a fake horse on top of a truck, which went like, it was like a sort of rocking horse.
They won't trust me with a real horse for the actual riding, so I have my friend, my unicorn over here.
So don't look too closely at that moment. There's one moment when Bianca sees where the Jackal is, he's there trying to shoot, and suddenly he gets shot at close to him and he sort of ducks, and then Bianca comes up and puts the gun down and he's gone. And the reality of that shot was that we did that, I took the shot, the camera zoomed into Bianca, she came running towards me, and I was still there. So she was having to pretend that was basically the only scene until much later in the series that Lashana and I got to share together. There was a lot of water work there. There was a lot of running at night through very mosquito-ridden Hungarian forests.
It was very, very like close but no cigar, which is frustrating for her because she's not used to losing in that way. She's not used to things slipping through her fingers in the way that the Jackal does in that moment. And she lets out this big roar that I'd thought of from Ep 1. There must be a moment where she releases frustration, anger, angst, and it comes out in that moment in a big, big roar. It was, I think, important for me as a woman playing a woman in such a high-powered environment to be able to just have that moment for herself alone.